Terrashift Tactics, and it's a turn-based strategy game coming onto the PC.
What makes Terrashift Tactics so unique is that we have an entire terrain deformation system where as you play the game, the battlefield becomes more and more unique each time. Like on one playthrough you may completely destroy the battlefield, in another you may create different elements. For example, you may create walls or barricades to block off your enemy or to give you a strategic advantage against them.
Yeah. Not only can you create stuff, you can also destroy stuff. So like say there was a mountain in the map, you can like blow up half of it so you can walk through to attack your enemies quicker without having to walk around the mountain, or you can like create a trench in the map to make the river flow through the map and drown the opposition team, and like use the map to your advantage by destroying it.
Yeah, there are many different element type things that all work together to really work with both creating and destroying the environment. Like we have the sort of classics, we have fire, water, electric, ground, earth, that sort of type of thing. We also have lava and acid, and also a psychic element. All these work together to either destroy the environment or to perhaps create new things. For example, you could have perhaps have a volcano in the map that creates lava, and then to stop the lava you could perhaps combat it with water or some other element or some other way to perhaps raise walls to stop the lava from spreading. And this really adds a sort of more in-depth tactical element to the game.
Yeah. We're also going to be including a map editor with the game where you can create your own maps, and you can create it with different game modes in mind and share it with your friends. Like you can create a map that plays deathmatch or capture the flag, king of a hill, and just make it whatever you want with our different tile sets, which is going to be coming with the game.
Yeah, and once you've done this, you can connect to our server and then simply upload your map to this server for all your friends to download themselves and play. And what this allows is just a lot more interaction with your friends and play different maps with each other. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, and you can do stuff like upvote a really good map. Like, so if someone else creates a map and you like, you can upvote it so more other people can see the map. And
yeah, just really get involved with the community and make some awesome maps and share them.
Yeah.
Customization is a very big part of Terrashift Tactics. You'll have a profile with your own profile picture and a display of the squads that you have. Each squad will be just a collection of characters, and these characters will be customized in the way that you have designed them to. Once you have this, you can just bring these squads into the battlefield to play against your opponent with and employ the tactics that you've designed them in mind with.
Yeah, and each character is also individually customizable. You can choose a list of abilities for your character to change how they play, as well as equip them with armors and weapons that also change how they work. Bringing all these together, you can create your own tactics and your own playstyle through customizing your squad and your characters, making each play through different against who you play against.
There are many different ways of playing Terrashift Tactics. You can have a game online with your friends, or you can simply play a game against the AI. If you choose to play a game against the AI, you can choose the profile of that AI, and from there it can decide what characters that AI is going to bring against you and what tactics they're going to use.
And we'll also have the multiplayer online, where you can either host your own custom games and set your own custom rules and game types, choose your map, and you can either play with a bunch of friends and try to defeat some really difficult AI, or you could play with a mixture of AI and friends and just have a match depending on game mode, like deathmatch where it's all free for all and stuff like that. The other side of it is the ranked play, where you can the system will match you up against other players of similar skill, and you'll play against each other.
So overall, there's many different ways that you can play Terrashift Tactics. It's primarily a multiplayer game. There is a lot of fun to be had battling the AI.
And yeah, you can hot seat as well, so you don't have to play against other people over the internet. You can play against someone on the same computer, taking turns.
Yeah, if that's something that you're interested in, there's always LAN and there's online as well.
So far, we've been funding the game through our own back pockets, but we're coming onto Kickstarter now to ask you for £800, which will allow us to create the game into what we really want it to be.
We'll be spending this £800 on many different things. The first one would be creating different characters. What this will do is it will allow us to have greater variety in the game, so that when you play it you're not limited to the different types of characters you can have, but rather there really is a bigger amount of customization there that you can really enjoy. We'll be having the artwork for these characters, for example just the design of the characters along with the animations that accompany them. We'd also be looking for voice actors, people to voice these different characters that we'll be creating, to make them really just come to life and make it a much more personal, more interactive experience. And finally, we'd be spending this money just to make sure that we get this thing done on time. We want to, not end up delaying this like crazy amounts. We really want to make sure that you guys get this in a decent time.
All the money you give us will be going into the development of the game. None of it we'll be taking as a wage, and even if we don't succeed in this Kickstarter, we will still be continuing with the game, although it might take us slightly longer to make. Thank you for watching our video. We hope you like what you've seen so far.
You can download and try an early version of our game from our website, link below.